Click the button to download and get started.
Florida and Cincinnati, Jay. Will, when you talk about Florida, these two teams going at it. Prudential Center, 6 o'clock on ESPN2. What about the Gators?
Florida's been killing them. They lose 3 games in a row. You lose to Duke, then you lose at home, then you lose at home again to Loyola Chicago, 2 unranked teams. They have to really figure it out against a tough Cincinnati team today.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. They only shoot 25% from the 3 in those losses. But this Cincinnati team, Gary Clark Jr., one of the most physical front court players in the country. He's a double-double machine waiting to happen. Jacob Evans can really score the ball. Jerron Cumberland can really score the ball. Cincinnati needs a bounce-back win as well because they lost. And they didn't lose. They got whacked by Xavier. So this is a big opportunity for them.
And a whole lot of kind of controversy at the end of that Xavier game, too, with Mick Cronin getting into it.
Don't be messing with Mick Cronin. He had the Johnny Cash.
We love that. Give us more of that. That's the rivalry.
You talk about Florida struggling a little bit. Coach, you're under fire a little bit.
I'm not under fire. I just said I really like Florida, but they have no inside scoring, no rim protection.
I mean, look at some of the folks out there.
Some of these people say, how about them Gators? They can't score. Well, you know what? The last 3 losses, they haven't been able to score.
How do you respond?
You might want to listen to what I said.
Look how defensive he is.
I said in the paint. If you can't score in the paint, you can't protect the rim, you can't be elite, they need some help. Johnny Puno could give them some help.
Here we go, another one.
Here's a smart guy right there. That's why I love Seth. If he says my team has an issue and I disagreed, I'd certainly take his view into consideration. There's a smart guy.
Why do you do this to him?
You'd have to do it with
I
his
end up
experience.
taking calls from
There's
him.
an intelligent guy.
I'm trying to calm him down at home.
I know.
I mean, this guy has Twitter fingers. They're going hard.
I like this Florida team, but when you shoot 25% from the 3 in your losses,
I agree.
That's an issue. If you can't score it in the paint, you can't protect the rim. Until they do that, they're not a final.
And just show us some discipline in your half-court offense. I understand that games like this, but in order to win a championship, discipline half-court offense.
Cincinnati always plays tough defense.
A helmet on your Santa.
Be tough.
We don't wear helmets.
Very safe.
We'll be right back.
Now, baby, stack that beef. Lay that Swiss. Whoa. Wrap it up. Oh, a basket instead. Okay. Reuben is back for a limited time at Subway. So much Reuben.
Being a location scout, my office is on 250 feet tall. Where in the heck are you going to land this big robot? I pulled up a satellite image, and there is like a giant bullseye. Robots here. I feel very proud of what I bring to the screen. I have the greatest job in the world.
Do that?
MasterPass.
MasterPass?
MasterPass.
Nice chair.
Thanks. I use MasterPass.
MasterPass?
Yeah, MasterPass.
MasterPass.
Yeah, MasterPass. Pass, pass, pass.
Was it expensive?
Priceless.
I'll MasterPass you a new one.
MasterPass by MasterCard, the modern way to pay.
Acqua di Gio Profumo. And now Special Blend. the new Whew, that was close. Come on!
Uh-oh. Better get Mako. This holiday season, take advantage of Mako's bumper paint special for only $149. Mako, America's Body Shop.
Say hi to Arby's classic roast beef piled high on a fluffy bun. Hi, roast beef and fluffy bun. Who's your friend with the cheesy hat? Now you can get both of these sandwich pals for just $5. Arby's classic roast beef and classic beef and cheddar. 2 for $5. Arby's, we have the meats.
Whew, that was close. Come on!
Uh-oh. Better get Mako. This holiday season, take advantage of Mako's bumper paint special for only $149. Mako, America's Body Shop.
A collective sizzling three-point shooting stroke in the first half for Boston College. 11 of 16 from three as the Eagles lead number 1 Duke 48-41 at halftime here at home in Conti Forum in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts. Perhaps surprisingly, beyond the three-point shooting, the Eagles have also out-rebounded the Blue Devils 17-15, and they've also shared the ball quite well to have the halftime lead. So glad you're back here with us. Mike Cousins and Mark Plansky here just outside of Boston. So the three-point shooting was great, and once the Eagles got going, Duke couldn't slow them down.
Well, you touched on it with the assist. 12 assists, 17 made shots, and it's been the extra pass. Getting into the gas with the bounce or the pass, and then not settling for the first pass, move it to the next guy, and knocking down for Jim. He went into the locker room and said, all right, guys, don't change a thing, and have confidence that you're going to shoot as well in the second half as you did in the first half.
Trying to do what they have not done in quite some time, and that's knock off a ranked opponent. They last did it against Syracuse, a three-point win back in 2014, and hoping to keep their momentum going from the first. Now back to the outside after the miss on the three-pointer. Now Chapman tries it, and he delivers. Chapman did not sit in the first half, and he now has a game-high 18 points.
Duke came back out on that man-to-man defense. A little confused why they went to the 2-3 zone against such a hot-shooting BC Eagles team, but a good job on the offensive glass, getting the long rebound on the missed three and knocking down the second opportunity.
Duval was limited playing-wise in the first half because of foul trouble. He played just 12 first half minutes. The foul there is on Robinson for Boston College, his second. So Duval goes to the free throw line, number 6 player in this year's ESPN 100, just a 63% free throw shooter. Interesting point made by Seth Greenberg and Dan Dockich on their podcast this week, talking about guarding Duval and saying, if you want to try and beat Duke, don't guard him past 15 feet. Just let him go. And he connects on both right there.
That is easier said than done. On paper, give him the three. But he doesn't want to settle for the three, so he's always just attacking on the offensive side. I think Duke has to get to the paint, either by the dribble, as we just saw, or by the pass. Get the ball down low and get back to your dominance in the paint.
For the year, Duke averaging 49 points in the paint, and 68% of their first half points in the paint. Traveling call is back to Boston College, so alternating turnovers. 51-43, the deficit now for Duke. First half deficits, though, in November, not a strange thing for them. They trailed at the half Portland State, Texas, Florida, and of course they're 11-0. They came back to win all 3 of those games.
Well, Coach K reminding us before the game, there's no questioning this outstanding competitive effort and mentality of the 4 freshmen. But hey, they're learning as they're going.
That's the 3rd time where Allen has launched himself at a defender, and Robinson got called for the foul holding Allen's arm.
Well, he's been on the floor all afternoon. It looks like he's gone 4 rounds with Rocky Marciano. All out all the time. Comes back for the charge, and then his teammate lands on him, giving him the shiner. He didn't miss anything. Came right back in the next possession. As tough as they get.
Unfortunate for him, as he did get that charge call, Delorier swooped in and clipped him with the shoe. Trent steps right into a 3. Solid box out there from Popovich as he lets it fly for Bowman. Up ahead, Popovich just whiffed on an open basket.
You got to dunk that, Mike. He did everything right. Boxed out, ran the floor. Throw it down.
Foul is on Bagley, going over the back.
Marvin Bagley III has not been involved as much as he needs to be this afternoon. The stat sheet looks great. He's having a nice double-double soon-to-be game again, Mike. But he needs touches. Like, he's putting up 14 shots a game. He needs the touches.
So he doesn't do it wide open, but Popovich, the sophomore, goes back to work against the future lottery pick, and it makes it look easy.
And the coaching staff at BC touched on it. Last year, if he missed that uncontested layup, he'd be done for 5 minutes. Comes right back down with a nice one-on-one move.
Bagley thought about the 3. And Trent, from the right block, gets fouled. He'll go back to the line.
The sophomore Popovich in the paint. No double team. You're on your own. Let's see what you can do. Balance, nice little ball fake, and then you better put it high off the glass to get over Bagley.
The guy who's getting a lot more responsibility this year. Only started once last year, averaging 6 and 4. And now comes in 9.6 rebounds.
It's exactly how the first half started, though, Mike. BC went down low to Popovich, and he did not convert on any. But it causes the Duke defense to do what? Turn their heads and lose the perimeter shooters, and they went on fire from behind the arc in the first half.
On the first free throw, a lane violation called against Wendell Carter for Duke. So they wave off the first free throw attempt, and the second is pure for Trent. 53-44. Boston College at 6 and 3, looking for a signature victory in the first ACC game of the year. How about Bagley? He picks up the steal. And now that's foul number 3 on Bowman. So both Bowman and Robinson, the leading scorers for Boston College on the year, have 3 personals.
Yeah, absolutely called it, partner. How about the hands? Looks like a point guard. Show the ball, give me the ball, and then just pushing it because he recognizes that Bowman is going to try to get in there. And he looked like Rajon Rondo trying to draw a foul there. He's 6'11", folks.
Didn't he look intent to go 94 feet?
He always does. That's why I like to see him getting touches. Good things happen.
Chapman, who's been absolutely on fire today, missed from 15 feet, and now Vin Baker Jr. getting his first minutes of the game, gets called for the foul, his first. Now, holiday hoops are back, and next Sunday, the 17th, ESPN with a top 25 matchup for you. Roy Williams of number 11, North Carolina, in Knoxville to take on Rick Barnes' number 24 Volunteers, 3 Eastern on ESPN, as well as the ESPN app.
You can live with that, Mike. That's just a great one-on-one move. Uncontested shot, just rimmed out. But credit Boston College for getting on the defensive glass and holding Duke to 1 and done.
Popovich, he doesn't seem to care who's guarding him, whether it's Bagley or Carter. It's Bagley who comes away with the board up ahead for Duval. Going all the way into the paint. Tries to get a little fancy behind the back. Now Bowman wants to push. And a foul is called on Allen. He thought he had a back tip. Instead, it's a personal foul.
In fairness to Grayson Allen, there was a lot of traffic between that referee and his back tip. But, you know, it's fundamental basketball. If you're going to play matador defense, you might get all leather, but it doesn't look good, Mike. So the referee's ready to blow the whistle.
And it's Olade into the scorer's book as his second foul. 53-44.
And you touched on it earlier. Allen is the one guy that Coach K cannot lose in this game because he is the veteran. He's been there before. He's not intimidated.
Foul is goes on Reyes for BC, his third. Where has Duke's youth showed the most today?
Lack of energy. I think what Coach K told us before the game, Mike, he was a little worried that they would not come in and create their own energy. They're playing in front of 8,600 fans. There's a lot of blue sweatshirts here, folks. But guarantee you, they're kind of loving this game. They might be swaying over to the home team. That was a great box off by the freshman Mitchell on Bagley.
Reyes was looking for it. Now it's Allen ahead of the field. And he's got an easy two-handed dunk.
Now, Duke is going to make their runs. That's what they do. They're more athletic than you. They're going to get their opportunities to get up and down the court. Great job by Coach Jim Christian shutting it down with the timeout. Well, Grace now, and if he's not picking you on the defensive end, he's taking it strong to the rim. Duke down 7.
MLS Cup, today at 4 Eastern on ESPN.
Goodbyes are never easy, but when you're born to assist, you can't close one door without first opening another.
You found me a new State Farm agent? Think of it. That's my last assist. We miss you, man.
So I get an Epic plan in any phone. And I get this one free.
All with unlimited gigs.
It's a BOGO. It's a BOGO free phone, bro.
So what?
A BOGO free phone, bro. Time for a switch.
Switch to Boost, and for a limited time, you can buy one phone and get one free. Plus, get 5 lines for only $100 per month with unlimited gigs on every line. All on the fast and reliable Sprint nationwide network, bro.
That's some strong wireless service right there.
Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
As a person who loves the finer things, this holiday season, I've asked for a luxurious new Buick SUV. Fingers crossed.
Ring in the holidays with Buick. Get up to 20% below MSRP on most 2017 luxury SUV models. That's almost $7,400 on this Buick Enclave leather. Experience the new Buick this holiday season for remaining 2017s.
Rated mature. Airbnb invites you to take a magical journey. And explore the places that bring us closer as family. Wherever you travel, live there with Airbnb. See Disney Pixar's Coco in theaters in 3D.
eloghomes.com. Dream, build, live an exceptional lifestyle. Call toll-free or click eloghomes.com today and take advantage of our additional 20% discount. eloghomes.com. eloghomes.com. Dream, build, live an exceptional lifestyle. Call toll-free or click eloghomes.com today and take advantage of our additional 20% discount. eloghomes.com.
Gone.
A week of upsets and perhaps another one brewing here at Boston College. Washington and Kansas. That was a huge one, a 22-point underdog there. And how about Florida? Loyola Chicago, Porter Moser's team beat a top 5 squad for the first time in 33 years for the Ramblers.
Oh, great job. Let's go back to Washington, though. Your boy, Mike Hopkins, who spent, what, about 900 years as an assistant coach up at Syracuse for Jimmy Boeheim. Look what he did. He went to the 2-3 zone against Kansas and had a strategy of giving them no 3-point shots and comes away with a pretty convincing victory.
Here's Bowman on the take, going past Bagley. The energy surges as Bagley is charged with his 3rd foul.
All practice yesterday, BC worked on that high ball screen, and here's your most athletic guard taking it to maybe the best player. Get out of my way!
DQ, it's a nugget-free zone because our fans deserve the very best.
We only serve chicken strips.
100% white meat chicken tenderloin. That means crispy, juicy, tasty,
Legit.
Nugget free is the way to be.
The DQ Chicken Strip Basket, now just $4.99.
Gifts crafted by human hands move us the most, especially those infused with the passion of the people who create them. This holiday, treat yourself to a Mazda, crafted just for you. Celebrate the season with a test drive today. Mazda. Driving matters.
Discover card. Hi, I'm just looking at my account and I've got all this extra cash back.
Yep, that's your cashback match. Only Discover will automatically match all the cash back new card members earn at the end of their first year.
You matched everything I earned this year?
Yeah.
Woo! More money, more money! Yes.
It's all very exciting.
I'm gonna spread the news.
Spread it wide.
It's cashback match, people!
You know that. You all work here.
New card members get a $1-for-$1 match at the end of their first year, only from Discover.
Maybe we should cool it with the White House.
Oh, we're going to do this again.
You're talking about exposing years of government secrets.
Is that legal?
What is it you think we do here for a living, kid?
Do you have the papers?
If we don't publish, we will lose. The country will lose. The way they lied, those days have to be over.
The Post, rated PG-13.
When you've been making delicious natural cheese for over 100 years like Kraft has, you learn a lot about people's tastes.
Honey, what do you want for dinner tonight?
Oh, whatever you're making.
Triple cheddar stuffed sliders.
Sold.
Megan's smile is getting a lot of attention. That's because she goes beyond brushing with Act mouthwash. Act freshens breath and strengthens enamel, protects teeth from harmful acids, and helps prevent cavities. Protect your smile every day. Go beyond brushing with Act.
I excel under pressure.
I excel at protecting the line.
I excel for the encore.
With soul.
To bring the crowd to their feet.
Time to excel.
DXL. You see my resume. You imagine who I am, what I look like, where I live. But look past the things that won't make a difference to find someone who will. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
Back on campus at Boston College, Mike, when you have a high ball screen, you set up mismatches. Now, Marvin Bagley III can cover guards, but watch what happens when he sees the screen coming again. Bowman just takes him right to the rack, straight line drive, and gets the foul. Now, look, what happened on that possession? No help defense. Why? Because they're all sticking to the guys behind the arc because they're shooting lights out. So if they're going to take away the three, get to the rim. And Bowman is not afraid to take on the consensus best player in college basketball, in my opinion.
Bowman gets a breather. How much of that help defense is communication?
All of it. And that's something with the young freshmen. They have to learn to do that better. As Bagley III steps out and knocks down a 23-footer to sit this crowd down.
Bagley already with a double-double today, becoming the first Duke freshman. Think about it. First Duke freshman with 7 straight double-doubles.
And he's just an elite special player. And that's why I say coming into the second half, Mike, he needs touches. So now he is playing aggressive. I mentioned the competitive spirit of this collective freshman group. He leads that competitive spirit. He does not want to lose in anything.
Baker, the freshman, turns it over as Allen steps into a transition three and hits it. Grayson Allen, a 47% three-point shooter as the Blue Devils on the comeback trail down by 4.
Live ball turnovers will crush the Boston College coaching staff because you're not matched up and you have to stop the ball or Grayson Allen will knock down the transition three.
And after that turnover, Bowman called up off the bench, waiting for the next dead ball at the scorer's table to come back in. 4 to shoot here, and on the drive, Jerome Robinson with strength at the rim.
DC just beating Duke one-on-one off the dribble, just taking it more aggressively to the rim.
Bagley hit it last time. He said, why not?
Well, because you're 6'11", you're being covered by a 6'3" guy. That's why not. Get down low, Marvin.
Robinson looking for the mismatch. Bagley sagged off. The shot short, and it's Duke basketball.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Mike. Not fearful to get to the rim.
He's been a consistent contributor ever since he stepped on campus, averaging at least 12 points since his freshman year. And the team's leading scorer at 16 this afternoon has 11.
And that is how you split a double team. Right there. Good show by Popovich, but what an unbelievable crossover, Duval, and right to the rim.
On the shot clock for Boston College. Back to Bowman. 18 points for him today. A high arcer, no. Follow doesn't go. Popovich tips it and gets called for the foul.
BC does an excellent job, continuing to do an excellent job on the glass. But look at Duval behind the back, crossover, and then, you know, you can't teach that finish. I mean, that is why he's the #1 or was the #1 point guard coming out of the class of 2017. I don't care how many hours, Mike, you work in the gym. You're never going to be able to do that. Sorry, not going to happen.
That was the biggest point of emphasis teaching defensively for Jim Christian. You can let him go east-west, but once he goes north-south and gets half a step, you're beat.
And there's no way to prepare against that. You know, you can't prepare against great length because you're only so big with your second team on your second team players on your team, but you can't prepare against that type of handle in explosive, take it to the rim type of play.
No, and even the forwards that BC was using to try and simulate the size of Duke were about maybe 6'5", 195. It's just not the same.
Yeah, what did Jim Christian say yesterday at practice? He said, my 9-year-old son is 65 pounds. Imagine Wendell Carter eating him and then setting a screen on you. That's what's coming tomorrow afternoon. You can't replicate it.
Just trying to give a picture of the size that Duke brings to the floor in the front court. Eagles trying to hold on to their lead in a 2-point game.
Duke doing a much better job in the second half, not allowing that kick-out free pass. And that resulted in a one-on-one move, which in the first half, Boston College was getting their threes on the open shot with the extra pass.
Duval puts it on the floor, spins. And a third chance bucket ties the game at 58.
And when you get to the paint by the dribble, you have to create a secondary slide, help defense, and then good luck on the offensive rebounds against this Duke team.
Bowman on the feed, Popovich left lock.
Popovich is going to be open, and he has been open in the second half because they are doing such attention to the perimeter. He's going to have that opportunities. Nice catch and finish.
Allen puts it on the deck. He's fouled on the floor, and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1 when we come back.
They all go to the glass. You have to put a body on them. We got a ball game, partner. Come on back.
I'm champagne. Meet Agent Tequila, Agent Whiskey.
And this is ginger ale.
To our union.
That'll make you want to slap your mama.
Kingsman on Blu-ray Tuesday.
I'm living that yacht life. Top speed 50 knots life on the Caribbean seas. It's a champagne and models potpourri on my yacht made of Cuban mahogany.
Watch this.
Don't get mad. Get E-Trade and get invested.
Thunder Pacers at 7. Hornets Rockets at 9:30. Wednesday on ESPN.
Who will strike the Heisman pose? Lamar Jackson, Bryce Love, Baker Mayfield. The Heisman Trophy presentation tonight at 8 on ESPN.
It's easy to see what makes Spectrum Business the best for your business, especially next to other providers. Take internet speed. Starting at 100 meg, Spectrum Business Internet is 4 times faster than AT&T and costs less. Switch now for just $44.99 a month. And unlike other providers, Spectrum Business has no contracts, no added taxes, no hidden fees. Just call 866-280-5003 to switch. And while we're talking value, let's talk Spectrum Business Voice. With unlimited local and long distance and more free features, you get benefits AT&T charges extra for only $29.99 a month. And no other provider stacks up to that. Get 100 meg internet for just $44.99 a month when bundled with voice for just $29.99 a month with no contracts, no taxes, and no fees. Call 866-280-5003.
Gone.
Unranked Boston College with a 2-point lead over #1 Duke, which has received all of the #1 votes in the AP Top 25 over the last 2 weeks. My cousin Mark Plansky back here with you at Boston College. Some numbers on their dominance and just how good it is what they've done being #1 in the country. For Mike Krzyzewski in his 38th season just here at Duke, 18% of the games that he's coached have been as the #1 team in the nation. That is a staggering number.
All of his numbers are staggering.
How about this? To reach his win total, 1082, you'd have to win 20 games a year for 54 years to catch up.
I didn't know they had Mac in Syracuse. Nice job, partner.
Thank you. I've done it. Jerome Robinson extends his wings as BC extends its lead.
And what is a tribute of a great coach like the Hall of Famer Coach K? Jim Christian coming out of that timeout with a set play for the alley-oop to their athletic backcourt. That was outstanding.
Carter wanted a high-low. Defense stepped in front, no call. Missed three-pointer, snared by Bowman.
And a great job of gang rebounding, but Popovich just taking Wendell Carter Jr. off the glass.
Bowman had the double screen. He fades and scores. 20 for the sophomore. Duval was just out of control.
Well, you know, he's a freshman. So you're down by 6, and you want to do what you can do better than anyone in the country, and that's speed. But out of control, credit Boston College. They stopped the ball and kept retreating, not creating the foul.
Robinson, turnaround, long rebound, right to Bowman, right to the basket. Here comes Allen with a 3-on-2. Three-pointer. And Carter across the lane finds a wide open Duval. Duke takes a timeout, 10-17 to go. How about this play out of the timeout?
Well, again, Coach Christian knows that when you have a rested backcourt of this athleticism, Bowman finding Robinson, how about that pass? I mean, the elevation is spectacular. But as you talked about earlier, lack of communication on the Duke guards. Nobody helping, and Wendell Carter Jr. just assuming, why would you throw the ball up by the glass to the point guard? Well, hey, here he comes, Jerome. Send it in.
Well, lots more exciting action later today here on ESPN. At 4 Eastern, the MLS Cup between Toronto FC and the Seattle Sounders. At 8, the Heisman Trophy presentation. Will Lamar Jackson be the second to make it 2 in a row, or will it be Baker Mayfield? And then at 9, top-ranked boxing, the WBO junior lightweight title is on the line. Everything on ESPN as well as the ESPN app.
You got to go with Bryce Love. I mean, look. Baker Mayfield's an unbelievable season for the Big 12 champ. I get that. Lamar Jackson is spectacular. But Bryce Love is a human biology major. He spends more time in stem cell laboratories than he does on the field. Give him the record. Give him the whole thing, the trophy, and everything.
Well, he'll have a good career no matter where he ends up. Bowman gives it up midway through the second half. Boston College hanging to a 4-point lead.
Duvall did not want to take that three. You touched on that earlier. That's not what he does best, but it's also what Duke needed. They needed to slow it down and get the ball into this guy's hands.
Allen blows right by, scoops, scores, and will stand at the strike.
You have to respect his shooting ability so much that the moment his eyes, no matter how many black and blue scrapes he has, go to the rim, you rise up to play defense, and then he takes it right to the rim. Straight line to the other side, using the rim as another defender, and converts on the and one.
Mike Krzyzewski said before the game that for as much as Grayson Allen wants to play point sometimes, look into the post, they need him to be more aggressive, and he's certainly done that on defense and they're on offense.
Well, he also mentioned that he wants Grayson Allen to be more aggressive on the offensive side. You touched on it earlier, 37 points against Michigan State, his career high. But how about do that every night? We want you to take over. Everyone else can be a complimentary freshman. You're our guy.
22 for Bowman to follow up on a 21-point performance last Saturday. Boston College well rested coming into this game with a week to prepare for the Blue Devils. That's a big one. Bowman with his 4th personal foul.
I think the 2 best ball fakes in college basketball are Grayson Allen. He's just always on balance, eye and ball. And the point guard for Villanova, Jalen Brunson. You have to know they're not going to shoot. They're going to show you the ball. Watch. Whoop. And now straight to the rim. He doesn't bow out and let the defender catch up. He comes right off your hip and gets to the foul line.
What makes a good shot fake?
A shot fake is a shot not taken. So if your eyes are on the rim, the defender thinks you're the shooter. If your eyes are on him or on the rafters, he's going to stay down low. The moment your eyes go to the rim, that's when the guy's going to raise up, and he knows it. He'll give 1 or a second. The moment you get on your toes, he is already down low, Mike. He goes right by you.
This offense takes a little bit of a hit here with Bowman having the 4 fouls. He's got 22, most on either side. How long can they afford to have him sit on the bench here?
Another 10 seconds? How's that? I mean, he's had an outstanding game, and he is imperative to BC's success. But they've got a minute to the 8-minute timeout. Try to steal 60 seconds and get him right back in the game.
Inside for Reyes. Mismatch against Duvall, who pokes it away as Bagley comes over to help. Allen, number 3 on him. 4th team foul against Duke. But it's a little bit lopsided foul-wise here in the second half, with the Blue Devils already in the double bonus. 10 team fouls against BC.
And with just under 9 minutes left to go in the game, scoring with the clock stopped. I mean, that's what the coaching staff of the Duke Blue Devils want to do, because that will put BC in a little bit of a, what am I going to do, and start pushing the tempo.
Robinson, step back, right in front of Bagley. 16 for Jerome Robinson.
Shooting starts with confidence, and it's sky high for Jerome Robinson. But when Bagley put his hand up again, it's like shooting through a sight. Extra arc. And that was quick. That was too quick. That's the first time we've seen Grayson Allen not shoot in transition and just try to create his own one-pass shot 3.
Allen in the open floor. Too much on it. But the swat and a volleyball tip-in for Delorier.
And that's a live ball turnover. That is a killer for Boston College. Not because you did a good job defending Grayson Allen, because everyone else is coming down for the tap dunk on the offensive rebound.
Robinson, nice feed, deflected inside. Fight for the loose ball. And it'll be a jump ball, possession to Duke.
It's the second time the ball has gone down low, and nobody wants the ball down low. But how about we get the ball to Robinson? Up and over, Mr. Bagley, the 3rd. Boom.
When it comes to holiday shopping, my wife loves style. My son is all about technology, and my daughter, she just loves horses. Don't you just love one-stop shopping? I do.
Ring in the holidays with Buick.
Get up to 20% below MSRP on most 2017 luxury SUV models. That's over $7,100 on this Buick Envision Essence. Experience the new Buick this holiday season.
Get to Dick's Sporting Goods now to get great deals for everyone on your list. Save big this holiday with Callaway and TaylorMade Tour golf balls. Take advantage of the North Face special offer and earn up to $50 Dick's cash. Select Adidas footwear starting at $49.98. And select Adidas Tiro pants now $34.98. Plus get free delivery on cardio. Give the gift of sport this season. Shop in store or visit Dicks.com. Every season starts at Dick's.
Now, baby, stack that beef. Lay that Swiss. Whoa. Wrap it up. Oh, a basket instead. Okay. Reuben is back for a limited time at Subway. So much Reuben.
Everyone deserves attention, whether you've saved a lot or just a little. At PNC Investments, we believe you're more than just a number, so we provide personal financial advice for every retirement investor.
I excel under pressure.
I excel at protecting the line.
I excel for the encore.
With soul.
To bring the crowd to their feet.
Time to excel.
DXL.
Chris Cotter in studio. Coming up, Big Ten ACC clash. Dangadell and Louisville taking on Indiana. Little bird named Seth Greenberg told me Louisville leads the nation in block shots. Indiana better hit some outside shots, Mike.
They rejected 15 in a Wednesday win against Siena, where they were just within 3 at the half. Speaking of halftime deficits, Portland State, Texas, and Florida all thought they had a win against Duke in their sights. Instead, Portland State lost by 18, Texas by 7, and Florida by 3. Boston College hoping that it can break the trend, leading by 7 at the break today, 48-41. And their lead now is down to 2. The Eagles have led by as many as 10. Their leading scorer, Kai Bowman, still sits here with 4 fouls. It's been a great day for Popovich in the post, showing some good moves, just not always able to finish.
Again, one-on-one basketball in the paint. Great Snell missing a nice up fake step back 3 the last time down. But here's what happens about those deficits at halftime. BC cannot fall into the same trap of those 3 teams. You have to continue to play to win. Do not play not to lose, because Duke will beat you up.
The difference with Duke and other teams is that their players make contested threes more often than not.
And that was well contested.
First time Duke's held the advantage since it was 36-35 in the first half.
You know, despite the amount of points that we have here, 70-69 with almost 7 minutes left to go, the tempo has been a slower tempo for Boston College's liking. They can't get in a track meet because they're making a lot of shots. That's why the scoring is so well. They need to control the tempo the last 7 minutes rather, and just stay on the glass. Second opportunities is where Duke will show themselves.
Bowman with those 4 fouls back into the game, kicks to the corner. 3 doesn't fall. And relative to the first half, it seems like a lower volume of 3 attempts for BC.
Coach K and his coaching staff has done an excellent job adjusting. Stop the perimeter game.
Bagley transition, and Delorier has fouled out of the game. That's 5 on the sophomore. Holiday Hoops are back. Coming up next Sunday, a top 25 matchup for you. Luke May and the North Carolina Tar Heels go to Knoxville to take on the Vols. It's already a sellout. The first time that Tennessee has been ranked since 2010. It'll be a good one. UNC Tennessee next Sunday. So the day is done for Delorier. 8 points, 5 rebounds. As one of the more vocal players on this team takes his seat. Nobody gets to the long rebound, and it belongs to Duke, up 70-69.
That's the other side of sitting a player with 4 fouls. Bowman was in the best rhythm this afternoon, and he sat down with that 4th foul for about 3.5, 4 minutes of game time, and then he has an excellent wide-open 3 in the corner, but he's not in the rhythm of the game, which he was dominating the rhythm earlier in the afternoon.
Under the basket, too big, too strong. Wendell Carter nearly played his college basketball in this area. His options came down to Duke and Harvard. 2 pretty good choices for the big man from Atlanta.
You think Tommy Amaker is unhappy about Coach K stealing his program-winning, possibly big guy for the Ivy Leagues?
Well, they were in Harvard's gym last night, but of course Conti Forum covered in ice for hockey last night. BC in a practice gym, and Duke practicing at Harvard.
Well, out of the timeout, Coach K and the Duke staff said, get the bigs the ball, touch it, and then move on from there.
Trent was in a battle for it, chasing to the corner with Bowman. And it's out of bounds off of the BC. Wendell Carter steps up for the dunk.
Take a look at Popovich on the court. He is tired because he's front court that he's played against this year. He's only a sophomore. He's not used to going against studs like this. So he's doing a good job. Good block, good contest by Bowman. But underneath, Wendell Carter is just a block. I mean, he is a man. So you don't have the ability, Mike, to just swing your elbow and push him off the lane. It's the other way around. He turns and you get pushed off the lane.
Tonight on ESPN, Bucci and Anderson, your hosts, midnight Eastern. Teddy Atlas will have ringside reactions after what could be one of the fights of the year. Mel Kiper, Todd McShay on the risks of drafting Baker Mayfield, potential Heisman winner. And LeBron and the Cavs looking to start another long win streak. SportsCenter with John and John on ESPN and the ESPN app. In the comebacks that Duke has had this year, I talked with assistant Jeff Capel before the game. I said, what's been the difference? He said defense has been one thing, but just forming habits of playing the way that they should play in the second halves of those games has been a huge difference. Oh my goodness! Kai Bowman uncontested to the rim. 74-73.
Second time coming out of the timeout, Boston College has executed a well-designed play by Coach Jim Christian.
Offensive foul on Bagley, and BC has a chance to retake the lead.
You mentioned it, it's the communication. A backdoor, wonderful. Now, it wasn't just Bowman reading the defense. That's a set play, Mike. We saw them practice that, so the ball passer knows that if he fakes it, there's a good chance that'll be open, and the finish you can't teach.
Bowman off the screen, to the basket, through contact. The Eagles have the lead. Trent got hooked on the way up by Chapman. He'll go to the stripe as he helps silence a rowdy crowd.
You just can't sit him down. He's too valuable to your team. You talk about fearless. I mean, again, we mentioned it. Kid from North Carolina going to go play football at Carolina says, I'm not intimidated by anybody from Duke University. Are you kidding me? He grew up a Tar Heel fan. He's loving this afternoon.
sends it in. Bowman with 28, and again playing with those 4 fouls. Leading scorer for Duke this afternoon is at the free throw line. Gary Trent Jr. sitting at 18 points.
So valuable to knock down free throws, but again, the clock is stopped. Now the clock is your biggest enemy for Boston College. You're down 1, you want this game to be over the next time you go up 1.
Will there be a second option? Not on this possession. Halfway down and out. Offensive rebound for Mitchell. Now inside 4 minutes to go. Chapman right to the rim, and he missed it. It's been a handful of times tonight. Difference-making baskets, and BC has whiffed.
I think he was literally surprised. There was no contest. Maybe the first layup that has been uncontested all afternoon.
Trent a 3. Right in front of Bowman. That's a big-time shot to make it a 4-point lead.
The Trent shot really looks good this afternoon. The coaching staff for Duke was telling us how they were surprised that he didn't come out of the gate this season knocking it down, but it's a good-looking shot.
Bowman navigating, feeding. Too long for Reyes.
Well, they got the TV timeout, but Trent takes it. No, hand up, hand down, man down. Duke up 4.
You have a vision. It's why you can see what others can't. You know what you want. And we can help you get it. You need options? We've got all kinds, including special finishes and papers. And they're all absolutely guaranteed, every time, for any reason. Because you have a vision, and we have your card. 500 start at just $9.99 when you enter BC500 at Vistaprint.com.
Ta-da! Wow! This looks exactly like my car. This is my car. There's Jimmy's car seat. I'm a little confused.
Come on, look at this.
Are those WeatherTech floor liners? You got them for the front and the back? This is perfect.
WeatherTech is the perfect gift for vehicle lovers everywhere. With floor liners, cargo liners, and a full line of automotive protection products that help keep your vehicle looking its best. Order today at WeatherTech.com. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from WeatherTech.
I just got my cashback match. Is this for real? Yep. We match all the cashback new card members earn at the end of their first year automatically.
Whoa, I got my money.
It's hard to contain yourself, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Well, let it go.
Get a $1-for-$1 match at the end of your first year, only from Discover.
Wendy's Double Stack is back in the 4 for $4 with a quarter pound of fresh, never frozen beef, which means you can get the Double Stack, the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, or Crispy Chicken BLT with 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink, all for just $4. That's a deal so good it can't be beat. Only at Wendy's, but not for long.
I've got plenty of time to work out, said no one, ever. So we invented the Bowflex Max Trainer, the world's first 14-minute total body workout, combining the low-impact motion of an elliptical with the calorie-burning power of a stepper, so you can burn up to 2.5 times the calories and get results like he did, and she did, and he did. Hurry and order by December 17th and save over $500 and lock in delivery by the 24th. Order now at buymaxtrainer.com.
Ben Simmons, I bet all you young Philly guys are like little kids on Christmas. There's a big present waiting for you, and you pull it out, and it's a unicorn from Latvia.
Chris Cotter back in Bristol. Got another one coming your way on ESPN. Just 15 minutes from tipping it up. Quentin Snyder, best 2 scoring games of the year, but his last 2. Louisville, Indiana, coming your way in just about 15 minutes. Until then, though, back to Mike and Mark, guys.
All right, Chris, well, we cannot confirm whether this list has been checked twice, but there's a lot of blue here in the stands today. Maybe 50-50 Duke and BC fans for a packed house of better than 8,000 as Boston College is looking for an upset over #1 team in the country.
Excellent ball fake. On the other end, dribble drive, get to the rim. Bowman finding Robinson. This is an excellent up fake, going up with confidence. But on the backside on defense, they go man to man, but just get your hands involved. Excellent rotation, getting in there and stopping Duke on the pick and roll. Saw Popovich wide open on that high ball screen roll. BC taking all 30 seconds on this possession.
Too strong. Rebound Carter. Trent has been dangerous from three. Drives on Bowman, who's got 4 fouls. And the Blue Devils back it out. A minute 45 to play.
You got to find Grayson Allen and Marvin Bagley III. Get the ball into your superstars. Let them touch it.
10 to shoot. Bagley, 3 defenders. His pass too strong. Kicked out of bounds. Last touched by Duke. A minute 32 to go as Boston College is looking for an upset over number 1, having lost 23 straight against top 25 teams.
Look for a set play from Boston College, because the last 2 possessions, the high ball screen, were very well defended by Duke. Now let's get to the position that everyone knows where I'm going to be on the court.
Robinson, NBA 3!
BC calling the exact same play. Jerome Robinson hit it from way downtown. But everyone ran the play and knew that's where the ball was supposed to go.
Bowman with 10 on the shot clock. Driving on Duval and getting the foul. 1-and-1 coming up for Bowman.
Take a look at that last possession, the pick and roll, but look at Grayson Allen take his eye off of Robinson. That is exactly where the ball was going at all times. He comes in and tries to help. Jerome steps back and knocks it down.
And the lead is 3 for the Eagles.
You know, he was the last guy in the gym yesterday in practice. Remember, Mike? So he expects not only
today, right there, he got exactly what Duke needed and a quick bucket. Last time Boston College beat Duke in 2009, a huge day for Tyrese Rice. He dropped in 21, the upset for Boston College against then number 6 Duke. And it was the Eagles' first win over Duke since the NCAA tournament in 1985. And they haven't beaten them since.
Well, you see the enthusiasm of the student body rushing the court. Back in 09. Hey, everyone's been standing, Mike, for the last 10 minutes. Have you noticed that here? I mean, these folks are ready to rip the roof off.
Gary Trent, 22, 5 of 11 from deep. Bowman with 30 within 3 of his career high.
And now you have to protect the ball if you're Boston College. Duke is going to come out, press you, maybe get a soft trap. Don't try to reach. Don't try to give up the sidelines. But rotate and see if you can pick off that first pass. BC, get it to the guys that can handle the rock.
Chapman has played more games than anybody else on this BC roster. Gives it up for Bowman.
will be freshmen. You cannot grab the jersey. That's going to make the referee look in your direction. And then whether he pushed Chapman or Chapman fell backwards, the perception from the referee as you take a look, you grab the jersey, it's like an offensive lineman. That's going to get called holding every single time. And then either a flop or an off-balance fall to the floor, put the referee in a bad position, he has to call that foul.
A season of firsts with so many young players. Boston College by 2 with 15.3 to play. Now, each of the last 2 times that Boston College has faced the #1 team in the country, they've come away victorious against Syracuse in 2014 and against North Carolina in 2009, an 85-78 win.
Well, when you have 2 guards like Bowman and Robinson playing with elite confidence and physical capabilities to match up with this Duke backcourt and then start making your shots, it's time for #1 to possibly go down again here at Conti.
The guy you want, a 96% free throw shooter.
That smooth. That was ice water in his veins smooth. Nothing but nylon on the second.
And they might as well try and find him again here on the inbound. Good defense by Duke. And it forces the freshman Mitchell to call timeout. So BC is out of timeouts, and Duke has 1.
We were talking to Coach Jim Christian yesterday, his first head coaching job at Kent State. He said he won, what, 6 games in the last 10 seconds? 3 he had no right winning, like down 7 with 14 seconds left. He told us all his luck had run out. I don't know, Mike. This seems to be a pretty lucky opportunity making all these threes, but then executing on the well-diagrammed plays that Coach Christian has had coming out of these timeouts.
Big day for several BC players, but no one bigger than the sophomore Kai Bowman.
Well, he's done it every which way, all with confidence, off the bounce, pull up mid-range, getting to the rim, alley-oop dunks, 3-point shots, and on the other end has done an outstanding job staying in the game with 4 fouls for almost the last 8 minutes of game time.
Bowman with 30, Robinson with 22, and Chapman, perhaps the surprise today. Keep in mind, they're doing this without Deontay Hawkins, the grad transfer from Illinois State. Thought they'd be really missing a big post player. Haven't had him today, and it's the first time that BC has had 3 players with at least 20 since 2007.
Yeah, there isn't anything he has not done here at Conti Forum. Now, if I'm Duke, I'd let Popovich catch it. Like, everyone else can shoot free throws on this team.
Especially number 25 in gray, Chapman. Clock down to 14.1.
Just great coaching. Send your most veteran player to the basketball. Yes, he's shooting 96% from the foul line, but he wants the ball. So he'll get the ball, and now with confidence have an opportunity to knock down 2 huge free throws. It's still a 2-possession game if he knocks them down. And Coach Jim Christian might have a little extra sweat going over there on the sidelines.
What do you think he's thinking right now?
He's thinking start the clock immediately. And Chapman, please make these.
Not only the percentage shooter you want at the line, but also a guy who's been there before, 24 years old. And now can stretch the lead to 87-81.
Keep everything in front of you, Mike. Make them shoot a 3.
Trent launches against a double team and hits it. Duke takes its final timeout.
Boston College did everything right. They forced a 25-foot 3 by Trent Jr., and he knocks it down.
he's just been absolutely on fire the last 2 games. In that game against St. Francis, he was 4 of 6 from 3. And Trent this afternoon is 6 of 12 from deep. That's about 50% combined over his last 2 games.
Shooting's all confidence, Mike. I know you're confident when you come to work every day. You weren't confident when you were to knock down free throws at Syracuse University pickup games. I guarantee you that at Manley Fieldhouse. This young man, the last 2 games, every time he rises to shoot, he thinks it's going in. And that's what the great shooters always do.
What's the defensive strategy here for Duke on the inbound?
Again, I think you let somebody other than Chapman catch the ball, even double team him. Leave Popovich or somebody else shooting in the 60% free throw percentage for Boston College wide open and go lay the wood. Now, if you're Duke, I put a big guy on the ball. Watch out for running the baseline because you know that's coming, and don't let the guys go deep because the 1-4 fake short and go deep is all you need to catch the ball and run out 7.7 seconds.
Bowman, Mitchell, Popovich, Chapman, Robinson on the floor for Boston College, with Mitchell, the freshman, to get it in. And the officials have to make sure to keep the students back because this gym right now is like a balloon waiting to burst if BC hangs on for the win. Mitchell, no timeouts. Feeds in for Robinson. 6.3 ticks stand between BC and victory.
This is the first time I've seen Boston College live, Mike. I have been so impressed with Jim Christian's coming out of timeout executions. That was unbelievably well designed. Let Chapman run to the play and grab the double team, and then all they did is let Robinson come off a simple screen, wide open to catch the ball.
They've landed dunks on a couple of those out-of-bounds plays. Robinson, 21 against Duke in a loss last year. And he adds to his total 23. Now we got a whistle, and they've got to reset the clock. It was back at 6.3, but it started to run down to 5.6, but Allen did not touch the ball, and so the clock should not have started.
In a 2-possession game, just keep retreating, keep everything in front of you. Obviously, Duke needs a 3 and a prayer to get back into this game, but do not defend the ball handler. Do not get up on him. Keep retreating because that 3-point line is your 6th defender on this possession.
Here comes Trent up the floor. Duke down by 5. His shot no good. A wild week in college basketball continues as #1 Duke goes down to Boston College. Here in Chestnut Hill, Boston College a winner over #1 Duke. So for our entire crew, my partner Mark Plansky, I'm Mike Cousins saying so long. Indiana, Louisville continues a great day of college hoops.
Well, big doings there. Boston College knocks off Duke. Here we've got Indiana and Louisville, a couple of programs under new head coaches this year and a couple of teams looking to find out something about themselves today.
And looking to get a signature win. Both these teams need this game, and really the glass and turnovers are going to be a huge factor in this game. You have to take care of the ball, and you've got to go get it when it's up on the backboard.
The Hoosiers 5-4 on the season. The Cardinals 5-2. Outstanding crew. Ted Valentine, Mike Eads, Terry Weimer, the officials, and we are ready for basketball here at the Yum Center, which is packed as always. Louisville in white and Indiana in visiting crimson. The Dr. Scholl's starting line.